chopping kids' dicks off.
You're anti-trans.
So I'll probably just do one more thing. I need to talk about Suris. This is someone called Suris. I've watched him once before on my channel. If you can see this... Amazing. Oh, hi, Goldcat. I believe when the hype around this topic dies down, the space for regular trans people will become more healthy. Yeah, I think so too. It's gonna go out of fashion. People are gonna be like, it's not worth it anymore. And, you know, that's kind of the hope. But yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone's going to mind too much when you no longer have to worry about being cancelled by your own friends whenever you speak your mind. But yeah, sorry. So I wanted to talk about Suris, who this video is called I Am Done. But apparently he's not done. He's just doing less content. But you know what? I'm still taking it as a victory. I don't like allies in general. I'd like an ally if they were good. And yeah, this is what he looks like. You see, oh, fuck me. This is what he looks like. You see this? Here we go. Man right here. This is his avatar. People tell me, like, when I did the video on him, people were like, oh, it's a joke. Someone made it for him and he ran with it. This has been his avatar for a long time. And not even this. It's been loads of different things. All with, like, massive tits. I don't fucking believe that this is a joke, personally. Maybe it started as one. I don't know. I think there's more going on. I think there's more going on than there's just being a bit of a joke, quite frankly. And I mean, someone like this, they're not going to transition. I mean, what's going to happen with all this? You know what I mean? I think there's more going on. But yeah, so I just wanted to see a little bit of what he's saying. Like I said, I'm really not a fan. And yeah, 2 allies potentially being lost before the end of the year. Oh no, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? He looks like he runs a small news agent in Finsbury Park. Maybe that's why he's too fucking busy. Anyway.
Okay. This should be there.
Oh, you missed a trick, bro. You come in and you're like... Okay. See, you skipped the stress sigh. Fucking ruined my fun.
There. Should be good. Alright. This is a very different kind of video to what you're probably used to seeing on this channel. For one, I'm not behind my avatar. It happens plenty, but there's no chat under me. And usually I do this.
He might have bigger tits than his avatar, to be fair. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe it is more realistic than I was saying.
When I don't have time to stream, but there's still something important that I want to talk about. This is one of those times where I have had all the time in the world, and I just can't. And I've spent, what is it, 11:37 right now? I've spent the better part of the last 12 hours trying to figure out how to even record this video at all. And I'm just
pressing record on your camera would be an amazing first step, I would say. There's my advice to you, Suris.
deciding that I'm just winging it, as I do with most of my things, and this may be the last time that I wing anything at all. So
I know I'm pausing quite soon, but like I said, these channels tend to fall off. This is a lefty skeptic channel. Skeptic channels basically mean they talk skeptically about religion and talk extremely unskeptically about trans doctrine. But yeah, I mean, what have we got here? This person is not trans. I think he's an AGP or something, because like, you've got this and you've got the fucking avatar. Like, people tell me it's a joke. That ain't no joke. Not for that long. Especially that many different like avatars that switch out with the tits, you know? It's not a joke. I don't believe you. Sorry. Oh, hey, Ham Popper. Yeah, one of those weird games that always plays with the female character, which used to be me as well. So, you know, sounds resigned. Maybe we're going to get a Christine Chubbuck moment. Nah, I don't think so. Like, by the way, I am done. Almost 50 minutes. What do you fucking have to talk about that's fucking 50 minutes? But yeah, you can see, kind of fell off. I mean, 59.3k subscribers. The highest he got was 174k views. And it's fucking Elon Musk. That was actually recently. He hasn't entirely fell off. He hasn't entirely fallen off. Like, Elon Musk got Caitlyn Bennett from 3 years ago. Paul and Morgan 5 years ago, 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 6 years ago, 3, 4, 3, 2, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 4 years ago. Yeah, he fell off. He fell off. He got a bit of a win with this whole Elon Musk's daughter thing, which I couldn't bring myself to cover. I thought the whole thing was immensely cringe and immensely embarrassing for everyone involved. Like, you know, I like a bit of Jeremy Kyle, but I do have my limits. And then what we got here, 7.1k, Elon Musk got owned. Wow, amazing. They all fucking go on about Elon Musk like crazy. 3.1k, 6.2, 3.8. I've got at least one video that has more than 3.1k. Jesus Christ. Actual semi-decent number, 5.4, 3.2, 3.7, 1.3, 1.5. Like, Jesus Christ. This is Elon and his trans daughter at AGP. Fair enough. I will believe that with zero evidence. I'm fine with that.
So I guess
Here's the point I just made. Suris fell off.
let's go ahead and talk about that. So, for those of you who've been longtime viewers of the channel, you know that I've gone through a handful of hiatuses. Usually it's about a week or so, nothing more, just long enough for me to get my mental health in order, and then get back to the grind of making videos. For those of you who've been
Also, don't be too mean to this guy. He's afflicted with something I like to call soy voice. He sounds like a soy boy, basically.
watching for a very long time,
His channel is also balding. Yeah.
you've seen the evolution or de-evolution or...
See, that's my theory. I can't prove this at all. But I wonder what with all the avatar and stuff. Here we go. The avatar and stuff. Maybe it's the fantasy. Like, he feels like he couldn't actually pull it off. Which is fair enough. Listen, it's noble. It's noble to be like, you know, I'd love to be trans, but I don't think it's going to work for me. I don't think I'm going to look good. Blah, 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 blah. That's kind of noble. Like a white mutard. Kind of, yeah.
progression of my channel through a lot. I started out with a very
But that's just a theory. I don't know Suris. I don't know anything about this person. This is just my theory. And if I'm wrong, fair enough. I'm not actually being serious. I'm not being entirely serious there. He's dating a trans woman, so he knows everything about being trans. Yeah, I guess. I know he's dating a trans woman. We've got a video that I'm gonna have a look at, but probably not look at all of. I watched an older video of his about trans and I thought it was terrible. So I do want to see what the recent kind of trans stuff is.
very, very meager subscriber
But yeah, he's dating a trans woman. And apparently that was what inspired his turn towards talking about trans issues. There we go.
account, and as everybody does, got to 100 subscribers and then had a amazing gift dropped into my lap, a collaboration with a YouTuber who I had a lot of respect for and still do, Prophet of Zod. That
Don't know who that is.
got me to 300 subscribers, and that was a huge thing for me. I couldn't fathom getting to that.
This is really like, where does it get juicy? You saved me from slipping down the alt-right pipeline. What was it I saw? He said something like, not accepting kink at Pride is still being a reactionary and not having gotten rid of all of your reactionary, like, tendencies. It was something completely fucking cooked like that.
Level on a YouTube channel, which is interesting since 7 years later I'm sitting at 55,000. After that, I went to the Faithless Forum, and I went there as a viewer, but I apparently left as a peer to a lot of other content creators there, who, many of which are still might come back, and this might be the only thing of the cat I've raised for 12 years that would still be around. I saw the bag, I forgot Saki had put it in my office, and it broke me, live on stream, and I had to stop my stream. Tuesday, I didn't stream, because Tuesday became the day that I work on Magic the Gathering content that I also am very passionate about and very much enjoy doing.
Yeah, I definitely, like, the way people say it's like a joke as well. Like, that's the easiest fucking cope ever. That's the most obvious cope ever. I don't believe it, but sure.
And I've spent the better part of the last 8 months trying to push further and further into making that content something that I can be proud of. Which then leads me to Wednesday. I did my normal stream with Vice Rhino, but I couldn't do much more than that. Thursday, I hopped on stream, and I was able to be on a video game. I couldn't do much more. And the more I think about the content I've been making on my channel for the last couple years, I find that I'm not super proud of the things I've made. It's not that I think that I've
Because you've been parroting an ideology.
articulated things badly on videos, but I
Oh, okay, no, never mind. I was hoping for some reflection on that, but hey.
just don't feel like it's very engaging content. And when I don't feel like it's very engaging content, it makes it harder to make that kind of content. And I end up having to hip fire more often than I'm comfortable with, trying to do things off of my memory because I am in a live stream environment and there's not much.
I mean, do I think this is better than Xander? Yeah, I mean, Xandahal was like blaming his viewers practically. I think he's trying to like self-reflect, I guess. But like this breadtube stuff, it's just shit. You can see most of the stuff like that was big for him was like 5 years ago. How long has he been going? 6 years. Like shitting on Christians, you know, that kind of thing. 6 years ago. And like his avatar was male back then, so I guess it fucking transitioned. I wonder how long it was. If I can't find this very soon, then I'm just going to stop, because I can't be asked that much. Or Mutahar on a stream with Vorsh talking about the American election. Wow. Something like Vorsh is just... I can't with Vorsh. He is like... Okay, so we had the thing here. I guess it started transitioning around here and ended up here. Amazing.
More I can do than that. I'll prepare 2 or 3 things I want to talk about, and I might do some preliminary research for them before a stream, but that'll be it. I'm basically on my own mentally at that point, which means that the videos that I end up making also end up being very low information videos. Kind of political popcorn more than an actual meal. And there's plenty of creators that make this kind of political popcorn content where you get the basic gist.
Name some. Name and shame. Come on, let's go.
Of what's been happening in the political sphere in the United States, and not much more. No actual good political analysis, no actual good insights, no nothing. And the thing is I don't think I'm particularly well equipped to even give that kind of analysis anyway. It's something that is a passion of mine and I care about, but it's not something that I feel like I'm particularly expertised in.
It's a bit worrying to have been doing this kind of thing for like 6 years and be saying that kind of thing. I don't know.
So if I'm not really proud of the content I've been making, and as I've said in multiple videos before, I'm not really making as much money off of it anyway, what's my incentive to keep making the content that I'm doing? If it's no longer paying the bills, and I'm no longer
paying the bills. Oof, yeah, he fell off. All of these people do. Yeah, like, this guy isn't, like, stupid, to be clear. And he's got some turns of phrases. But it's like breadtube shit. It's slop. All of it's like this. You can have designs of wanting to do better things. And wanting to, like, change the world, or, like, put your finger on the needle of, like, where the conversation's at a little. But, like, it's, I don't know. Maybe, I guess it's a mixture of just not really being able to do a huge amount, not really having all that much power, and then falling off, I guess. And, hey, listen, probably happened to me one day. Maybe after embarrassingly low fucking views, but hey, I don't know.
happy with it, then what's left? Well, I've already gone a little bit down a timeline. Maybe I'll go a little further in the timeline to tell you what's left. The following Monday, I got ready for my day as I normally do. I got up, I went to the gym after making myself a nice fruit smoothie, so I had some fiber in the day. And then I got home and realized I was hungry for balsam curry. So I thought, okay, perfect. I'll make that on stream. I'd been doing a couple streams lately on Mondays where I do some cooking at the end of content anyway. So let me do that. Well, first I have to clean the kitchen because I'm not going to cook in an unclean kitchen and I'm not going to turn on a camera in an unclean kitchen. I'm not Asmongold after all. Okay, let me go ahead and turn on my, or not turn on my camera, but clean the kitchen up. I cleaned all
I'm going to call it ADHD.
the countertops and then set up my laptop. Oh, can't set up my laptop yet. I need to get the camera. That's in a bag. Let me go get that camera set up. All right, now I've turned on OBS on my laptop. Well, it's not logged into Restream anymore. Okay, let me log into Restream. Oh, that wants me to have LastPass. Well, I need to go get LastPass working. Oh, that's not working on my phone right now. It wants me to go back to my other computer. And basically, I went several tasks in and then looked down at the floor and realized I had failed to sweep and mop the floor. The first task of cleaning the kitchen had already kind of been non-started.
This is like a little relatable in a way. Like there's been 1 or 2 streams that I aborted before even starting. Shit just wouldn't fucking work. And I got to the point where it's like, I just can't fucking deal with this right now. But I don't know. I don't know. This is not a difficult job. And like, I don't know. I guess it must stick a little bit if you're not earning enough anymore after however many years.
And that didn't yield itself to very good
Oh, hi Grief Foundation. We were watching Trans Man U earlier.
spots in my head. And eventually, about 14 tasks in, I realized it didn't feel like I was really any closer to starting my stream. And every single task I started, it felt like I was bouncing everywhere in an ADHD brain state.
Nope, Paggy, it's too late. You're an AGP now. Sam might not be an AGP. Who else is an AGP? I'm an AGP. I still want to I really want Charlie to, like, do me a t-shirt that's like Gap, you know, with the big Gap logo, but switching the G and the A around. I think that'd be hilarious, but Charlie doesn't want to do it. So, I don't know. Is there any other way for me or anybody else to be sure that I'm an AGP? You could ask me. You're an AGP. There you go. That's all you need. Anyway.
But not functioning, not getting a task 80% of the way accomplished before hopping on to another task, and then another task, and then another task. And then I got too overwhelmed. And I broke down, dropped my phone, and just started crying. Saki was asleep during this, and
ADHD or autism. I've changed my mind. One of the two.
apparently it was loud enough for her to wake up and rush into the kitchen and see what was going on. And she picked me up, got me to the bed, laid me down, and said, okay, what task were you on? What can I do? Said the floor needed to be done. That was the next thing I was going to do, and I've got to get the computer set up to stream, the laptop set up to stream, because when I'm doing my political streams, it's here in the office, and when I'm not doing the political streams, it's over on the laptop in the other room. So she goes, okay, I can get that all set up. I'm like, no, you can't. You need to be on LastPass, which needs me to be on my phone, which was not working. And then while Saki started working on the floor, grabbed my phone, put it in my hand, and the screen was completely shattered. Black, not working at all. So
that wasn't a good idea, was it?
Phone didn't work. I guess I don't have access to LastPass on my phone. I guess I'll have to go into the room where the computer is. And now we'll add another task onto the day. I have to go get the phone repaired. I have to go get it fixed. And then I broke even more. And Saki came into the room and said, it's okay. We need to see if your phone's under warranty. I need you to go into the other room, and I need you to go to this website and try to see if their tech support, T-Mobile's tech support, will be able to do something. They have a warranty system. Turns out my phone wasn't under warranty, but apparently having one more task in my day was too much, and I broke even further. I broke to the point of self-harm, something I haven't done for several years. In fact, the last time that I engaged in any form of self-harm, I went to therapy for a year. There were other reasons I went to therapy.
Oof. I feel bad for him. So I guess mental health issues. I don't know how much I want to watch of this. Yeah, mental health issues. Fair enough. You fell off. It feels like it's not worth it anymore. You don't have any real power as a content creator. You're just kind of shouting into the void a lot of the time. I guess I get where he's coming from. Yeah, BreadTube, it's slop. It's not usually very interesting content. The whole genre stagnated years ago, and a lot of these creators are stagnating with it. There's going to be some that will cling on till the end of fucking time. People that have a big enough audience like Vorsh to like survive controversy and stuff like that, survive having a few mental health issues, but hey, can't handle the heat. I guess the choice you make is to get out of the kitchen. But apparently he's not completely stopping anyway. He's still making some content. Anyway, this is his most recent video about trans stuff. What is gender affirming care? Tech support makes everyone feel that way. True. I get so fucking impatient listening to like automated messages and stuff.
This is stuff that we've known all along, but now we have science to back it up. Cis boys get gender-affirming surgeries more often than trans minors.
I'm sorry. Gender-affirming surgeries. What's a gender-affirming surgery that cis boys get? What are you talking about?
So, like, new study came out in June.
Okay.
That
like, what's a gender-affirming surgery?
They looked at all the gender-affirming surgeries in all the age groups, and they used anonymized health insurance data. So, like, their sample size is, like, 3 million kids and so many million adults or whatever. And I forget the exact numbers, but out of the 3 million kids, there was something like 187 gender-affirming surgeries. And
Okay.
97% of those were cis boys having breast reduction surgery.
Is a breast reduction surgery a gender affirming surgery if done on a boy? Why did they have breasts?
So like,
I was completely unaware of that. Jesus.
yeah, so the vast majority of gender affirming surgeries,
Just accepting that that's what gender affirming surgery is. It feels like we just kind of bring anything in. What, cis boys? Why would cisgender boys get breast augmentation?
especially performed on minors, which is extremely rare to begin with, but of the ones that
Yeah, but it still happens.
actually happen, it's not trans kids, it's cis kids that like it'll be boys that are, I forget what they mention it.
It's not even, it's not trans kids. Gynecomastia. Is that because they're all fat?
In here, but what's it called?
But like, is that gender affirming care? What does that mean? Gynecomastia doesn't mean that you're more like a woman now. It just means that you're overweight or grew tits because of some hormonal imbalance or something else. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I forget what it's called. But there's a condition that boys can get where they will start to grow breasts.
Like, what does gender affirming care, gender affirming surgeries mean?
Yeah, there we go. Fennec's got it. Gynecomastia. Gynecomastia?
Okay.
So that's a condition where men or boys will grow breasts. And as a boy going through puberty, if you are growing actual boobs, you're gonna get made fun of.
Traumatizing
It's
experience.
traumatizing. So like they will get gender affirming care, have those things removed.
You just end up being the guy from Fight Club.
I never watched Fight Club.
There's one character in Fight Club who I believe has.
This is that guy there. That's me around like movie people. Oh yeah, it's like this scene in Shitto Goes to Cunt Town, and I'm like, I've never seen that. I don't know what you're talking about. Just talk normally.
That condition, and there's a moment where the main character like describes in detail the feeling of pressing his face into his.
A duck lips gender affirming care. Not that I'm aware of. I just do this a lot. Is it working? Am I attractive yet?
Friend's massive boobs.
Okay.
It's been increasing over the past 20 years. How come though? Like, is it because of obesity, or is there some kind of like, are they ingesting some like estrogen they shouldn't be? I'm not sure. That isn't gender affirming. That's fixing a legitimate. I don't even fucking know. It's so stupid. I need to think more about this. We live in a sea of estrogens. But surely some of it's like obesity, right? I'm not sure. Steroids will give a lot of men gyno. Okay. I just don't see how this is gender affirming care. I think they've just decided that it goes under gender affirming care. But like gender affirming care to me is like trans shit. Like if we stretch the definition, oh wait, what have we been saying recently? Words don't have fucking meanings anymore. Nothing to do with fucking. Oh my god. You know what? I empathized with Suris, but I'm glad his fucking channel is falling off because this is so cringe. Like, you can decide to call anything gender affirming care. Yeah, precocious puberty. It's got nothing to do with trans. It's got nothing to do with gender affirming care. And these fucking trans idiots sit in front of me being like, yeah, well, I'm an academic and they're the same thing. Well, I'm not angry.
As a form of comfort. Traumatizing comfort, but comfort nonetheless.
Risperidone/risperidol causes gynecomastia in young boys. I assume that's
I think you just said gynecomastia.
a medication of some kind.
Also, Ocean, thank you so much for gifting out 5 subs. I appreciate it.
Ocean, woo!
Ocean Keltoy, I've had multiple blue screens of death in the last couple days. I'm not happy, but hi.
So 30-50 annoyingly feral peccaries says, is circumcision also considered gender affirming care? Not for the purposes of this study.
They haven't said what is considered gender affirming care. Like, I don't know, that would be helpful, right? Like, it just feels made up. As defined by the World Health Organization, encompasses a range of social, behavioral, and medical interventions. Wow. Gender identity, which can run anywhere along a continuum that includes man, woman, a combination of those, neither of those, and fluid. Wow. AAMC. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is science in the US? You people are fucking insane. Can I just say this? What am I looking at? I fucking read shit where it talks about fucking gender identity and how it's on a continuum and also potentially not even on the continuum, or it's like fluid. Like, what the fuck has happened in your fucking country, man? Sort it out.
I wouldn't call that gender affirming. I would just straight up call that mutilation.
I mean, it is
Wow, you're so radical, dude. But why isn't it mutilation when someone thinks they want their tits cut off that they're going to regret in 10 years?
mutilation.
Is not necessary.
Ocean says, stop having the blue screen of death then. Man.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. So my partner, who's in school to become a therapist,
wish.
she's in school to become a therapist, and she's doing her practicum now this year, or this semester. So she's actually like doing real therapy stuff now. But she's still got like school projects to do while doing the therapy, like reflections and like she's got projects she still has to do.
Yeah.
But she just got the introductory email for that, like just goes out to everybody, including all the new students that started in September. And one of them was like, steps to it, like here's some tips to avoid plagiarism. And number one was try writing things in your own words.
Hello.
And so she read that and she's like, oh, this therapy thing's going to be not being fat. Oh, like therapy's going to be easy.
Happy.
Tinfoil cap, please, my lord. Also, yeah, I actually made it this time, sir. Yeah.
If you
God, this is so boring.
know what, you're right.
Damage beyond repair. But I will make an exception because you actually gave me money.
God, I wonder why this fell off. Fuck me.
Like the hat people don't normally. So yeah, no, I take it back. This is an exception. I like you better than the hat people. I feel like.
Also, Van Brigg says, by the way, I'm just going to throw my blue screen error for you all to...
Score IRQL.
Listen, I know you're all super fascinated by what Suris's community, what's left of Suris's community, sorry, has to say, but like, come on, just talk about the fucking thing, man, please.
_ DMKM.sys. This can be an excuse for me. If I have to send you one, I can send you a 3070.
And that's why I'm sincerely hoping that it doesn't get cooked, because...
So, okay. But yeah, so to bring us back to the topic at hand, so the author of the study says, we found that gender-affirming surgeries are rarely performed for God damn it, I can't talk. For the record, before I even started drinking, I was having trouble reading things today, so...
Oh, he's fucking drunk. Okay, amazing. Listen, drinking before fucking streaming isn't any better than getting high before streaming, just saying.
This isn't the alcohol's fault entirely.
No better.
I'm not gonna...
Why are these people falling off? I can't think why. I can't think why these people are fucking falling off. Despite the stale content and being fucking inebriated most of the time when making it. Like, oh, I'm dying. I'm actually dying.
I'm not going to not blame the alcohol because I don't feel like it's hitting me like the beer does, but wine is actually...
We managed to get back on topic for like 10 seconds.
Stronger than beer, so it would be weird if it wasn't.
Ocean says, no more cars for you, just drivers.
Okay, I could do it.
No,
I can't. I'm too much of a backseat driver to let other people drive me around. Like, just ask my partner. She's probably a better driver than me, but like anytime we're in the car together, I am driving because like whenever anyone else is driving, I'm just like, nope.
This sounds a little chauvinistic, but sure.
But like realistically, objectively speaking, she is probably the better driver of the two of us.
This cipher is too complex.
Fennec says she could just gag you, but Fennec, now we're getting into
That's kinky
you need to sign
territory.
up for OnlyFans if you want that to happen.
Oh, don't. Oh, you've seen what this guy looks like. Don't say words like kinky. Oh, no. Anyway, let's just find where it is about to move again.
We're not chopping kids' dicks off. Oh, also, they split up into age group.
It's true.
Okay, so they found that gender-affirming surgeries are rarely performed for transgender minors, suggesting that U.S. surgeons are appropriately following
It just seems so arbitrary. Like, why should gender-affirming care be for cis people as well, except for to make trans meaningless? That's the only reason, surely. Like, why would it be for anyone else? I don't understand.
international guidelines and association around assessment and care. So yeah, we're not chopping kids' dicks off. Oh, also, they split up into age group.
You're not chipping kids' dicks off. Nope, but fucking WPATH is. And breasts too. Thank you, Sam.
I don't think they go into the specific numbers per age group, but it was something like 2 surgeries per 100,000 for the age group between 15 and 17, and 0.1 surgery.
Yeah, vaginoplasties happen on under 18s. Anyone that says that they don't happen is lying. Like, WPATH surgeons literally admit that they've done them. They've done vaginoplasties on under 18s. Yeah, Jazz Jennings, you know someone, like, it happens. When people say it doesn't happen, they're lying. They're propagandists. They have some vested interest. Or they've been told this by someone who does have a vested interest, and they're just repeating it. Either way, it's bullshit.
Surgeries per 100,000 for the age group between 12 and 15, and there were just none under the age of 12.
What are they going to do to a 12-year-old? To a 12-year-old girl that doesn't have breasts yet? Like, oh my god. This is killing me. This is killing... What are you two doing? Neither of you are fucking trans, I notice. I mean, maybe this fucking person is, who knows?
So there's 0 gender-affirming surgeries under the age of 12. In between 12...
Wow, amazing. None under 12. What an amazing fucking low bar you've just about managed to get under. Amazing. Well done. None under 12. What about fucking 13-year-olds? What about 12-year-olds? Ah, I'm just in a bad mood now, I think. Metoidoplasty and vaginoplasty. Yep, loads of stuff. It's minimizing. It's the same thing they're doing with the gender affirming care. If they can be like, oh, well, I decided that this is gender affirming care that's done on cis kids, I can make it look like trans people aren't even getting many surgeries when they're kids. They're still getting fucking surgeries, man. Like, really? You wonder for the longest time. It was just then, yeah, fair enough. I think it took me a while as well. Oh, hi, Shinigami Wolf. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm doing that way less, to be fair. To be completely fair. Anyway.
12 and 15, it's negligible. And then 15 to 17, that's where the vast majority of them are happening. And the vast majority of the ones that are happening on cis kids.
See, it's just, it's a way of minimizing it by by introducing other people into the category of being eligible for gender affirming care. But like, why is gynecomastia on a cis male kid? Why is that gender affirming care? They've got an issue that they need resolving. If you have fucking a tooth taken out, is that gender affirming care? If not, why not? What's the fucking category? I don't think I've heard it defined. Like Chad says, oh, minors don't get surgery, but if they did, it's actually good. Yep, 100% what these people think.
It's almost like when you start banning gender-affirming care, you hurt fewer trans people and you hurt more cis people, which you would...
That's utterly retarded. That's preposterous. That's stupid. Oh, why did this guy's channel fall off? I have no fucking idea.
You would actually, like... So I know that I was surprised at the specificity of what this is when it comes to the top surgery, but in reality, it makes sense, considering that there's just 100 times more cis kids than there are trans kids.
I have not seen the Leo and Willie video yet. I will watch it at some point.
Okay, so...
Even if rarely means one, it's still too many. Yes, these people don't give a fuck. So that's nice. You know, hopefully neither of them ever have kids that transition, get like a mastectomy or something, and then live to regret it, because guess whose fault I'm going to think it is? Probably the parents in this case.
So they looked at... So they were looking at data from...
Would they affirm people with body integrity identity disorder? I have no idea. Maybe, to be fair. They might at least be consistent in being ridiculous.
22.8 million minors who had health insurance, and only 85% received any gender-affirming surgery. Or no, not 85%, 85. So it's 85 individuals out of 22.8 million sample size. So, like, the total number is completely negligible.
Let's pretend it didn't happen, because there's not many of them out of this sample size in this country that so many of you think is the entire world, which it certainly is not.
And then when you look at how the number breaks down between trans kids and cis kids...
I can't. I don't think I can. I don't think I can listen to this. There's no, like... maybe I need to find the study. Like... This just feels completely arbitrary as to what's called gender-affirming care. I don't see why we should be calling mastectomies on boys with gynecomastia. Like, why is that gender-affirming care? It's somehow even worse than the first one. They use actual Jake as an example and freak out and give a huge disclaimer that he's a straight white male. Yeah, they referenced that actual Jake in the, was it the first video or was it the Buck Angel video? I don't know. But like, actual Jake fucking sucks. He's just the same as like Xanderhal or like Alec Gunter or something. Just gets high on stream and sits there saying fuck all and just calls fucking Blair White a bitch for like an hour or something. Like sticking up for like weird authoritarian fucking guards following her around. He's an anarchist. He's fucking ACAB as fuck. But he's fine with that. You can't make this shit up. Why do these people keep falling off? I wonder if actual Jake fell off. I'm fucking sick of this video already. So I might as well find out. Why the fuck not? Did he fall off yet? The main thing I know about actual Jake was that debate he had with Destiny about Destiny's community being toxic, which is fucking hilarious because this guy's fucking nuclear on fucking Twitter. Like, he doesn't get to call anyone toxic, and somehow he does. It's insane. 5.4, 2.3, 4.8, 7.3, 6.5, 3.9, 3.3. He's got 32.4k subscribers, by the way. 8k, 8.2k, 25k actual good views. Some of these are looking a bit better. Not so much here. 2.6k, I guess your audience doesn't care about people being lynched, even though I don't know if it was a lynching or not. I'd have to check. Popular. The most popular is 11 months ago. That's actually not so bad. 4 years ago, 9 months ago. Oh, he didn't even fall off. He just was never anyone really to begin with. Fair enough. James Summerton, like fucking hell. By the way, you're celebrating a fucking massive fucking bully. I don't like James Summerton, but like H-Bomber guy is he's dodgy as fuck. He is dodgy as fuck. And listen, I've done Magdalene Burns for now. Maybe that's my next thing. I'm not sure yet. I do these little projects. Maybe that'll be my next one. I don't know. I've been watching Jordan Owen. I recommend looking up Jordan Owen and listening to some of his H-Bomber guy stuff, because he was one of his first victims, you know? And he wasn't like a fucking insane person, like some libertarian that didn't like Anita Sarkeesian. Wow, amazing. This is stupid. Anyway.
By banning gender-affirming surgeries, you're hurting cis kids more than you're hurting trans.
This is stupid. This is just a way. This is just a way to service, like... this is just a way to service, like, complaining about bans on, like, gender-affirming care. The frustrated historian. I mean, I'll look him up and subscribe to him so I don't forget. Like, I don't even know if I should fucking watch this anymore. Like, this is, like, insane. And isn't it so obvious? Isn't it so obvious to anyone with half a brain that it makes no sense why we're calling these things gender-affirming care? And it makes total sense why they are, because they want to undermine the idea of how many kids are getting gender-affirming surgery, as if the number means anything. It's going to be the same either way. It's going to be bad either way. Oh, just Jake. Yeah, I kind of remember that. I guess if that's the case, he fell off even longer ago than I care to look, to be quite honest. Let me just get a couple of video titles. Hunter Avallone lies about AOC's policies. Oh, Hunter Avallone used to be a rightoid. Now he just sits around being like, ADHD, I've got ADHD. Oh, less subscribers than me. Ooh. Unlucky. Oh, fundraisers for genocide. So he's a cultist. Pragmatic Nazism. Yeah, I'll check him out next time. I will try and fucking finish this video, but it's actually killing me. This is like propaganda. It's propaganda. This is a weird fucking source, because it's like all my links. God, have we got enough fucking shit in here? Where's the fucking study? Leo's mum. Oh, wow. Oh, there was a mother-in-law thing. I did see it. I just watch the stuff they do where it's like hating on people. Watched his video about Misha Petrov. That's fair enough. I haven't watched a huge amount of Misha Petrov. I don't really have a problem with her. I disagreed with her on Destiny, but half of you disagree with me on Destiny when it came to the Piers Morgan thing, and that's fair enough. I'm not trying to get an echo chamber going. Okay, I have no idea where this stupid fucking article is. It's from some LGBTQ fucking outlet, which means they fucking proselytize. That's all they do. 20 or 19. I don't know how old they are. I don't care enough about them to look into their personal life. They brigaded me when I did my first video about them, and now their fans just show up whenever I cover them again. But hey, I'm not scared of any of these fucking people, so you know. I'm desperately trying to find anything else to do. This is painful.
Trans kids.
One more go.
Overwhelmingly.
Yeah.
So like it's all just fear mongering.
The cruelty is the point. At a certain point, you just have to accept that the cruelty is the point.
The cruelty is the point. Okay, so now we're on fucking conspiracy theories. What are you even talking about? You're not even trans. Why are you pushing the trans victim narrative when you're not even trans? That's kind of gross, bro. Just stop. Just stop. Is this your fucking partner putting you up to this? Has there ever been a time in your head where you've thought, maybe she's wrong about some shit? Because if that's the case, yeah, probably. Destiny is where I want the left to go towards. He's one of the few people on the left who isn't afraid to speak his mind. Yeah, I agree. He actually gives arguments for things and makes me think that the left shit isn't entirely a waste of time. Like, the more recent stuff, when I've seen him debating, some of the time it's been like, he's very quick to like start shouting at people. I don't know if that was something to do with the Jubilee thing, like some kind of practice or something, but like, I don't know. I don't watch him as much as I used to, but I do quite like him.
I wish it weren't the case. It's way more.
I wish it weren't the case. You don't know that it is the case because you're just making it up. Because you are fueling this victim narrative that we're so fucking oppressed. Like, Christ, man, I hate this. I hate allies. Listen, one of the things I really want to do is like do a big piece about allies. I want to find as many as I can. I want to be able to talk about as many people as I can so that I can show that there's actually a kind of a weird pattern here and that they're all just fucking bullshitting everyone for a different community to their own. Like, I hate it. I hate it. They're not even the ones with skin in the game, really. They're not even the ones... I don't know. It's easy for you to make a fucking fool out of someone else's community by talking complete shit.
Compelling to argue as if the people you're dealing with are regular people and not Saturday morning cartoon villains. But sometimes...
As if the people you're dealing with are not regular people or cartoon villains, but sometimes, mate, you literally think they are. All of you people do. That's how you talk. I don't know how Destiny can deal with leftists and conservatives as much as he does. I don't know. Like, I kind of get it, because I've had to have a lot of... Like, when I worked as a letting agent, I was mostly on the phone. I'd have to have a lot of conversations with people where I'd have to be as fucking patient as I possibly can. Because it's recorded phone lines, and I am supposed to be professional. So, you kind of get used to it, I guess. That's how I felt. I did not get mad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can finish this fucking video. Like, you know, it sucks that he has mental health issues. It sucks that he fell off, even though this is leftish slop. I don't see what is good about this that other people aren't doing, and what these other people are doing is wrong as well, because they're still propagandizing groups that they're not even in. Yeah, I don't know. Something I want to do. I want to do like the odd... I hate the term video essay, but I guess it's going to end up being that way. And one of the first ones I'm going to do is definitely fucking allies. I need to like, just show that there's so many of these fucking people, and they all suck. Maybe there's a few out there that don't suck, but a lot of them do. And it's not hard, to find evidence as to why. I just click on any video about trans and it's like terrible. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to...
Sometimes they just look like Saturday morning cartoon villains. And not the fun ones.
The thing is, like, how old is this guy as well? How old is he? I need to know. I need to know how old he is. You are too old. Whatever your age is, man, you're too old to be, like, acting this way. He's 32. Person's 32. "32 years old, according to this. March 2nd, 1992. Born in 1992. This person is 2 years younger than me.